everyone, welcome back to Empkin Gardening. Today we're going to be buttoning up our shade bed by planting a hedge of Hicks Yew behind it. Our hopes with the Hicks Yew is to have it become more of an evergreen screen or hedge that blocks our compost bin from behind in this darker area back here. So hopefully when these become more mature, you will only see this beautiful evergreen hedge screen back here and not what's hiding behind. So to clear this area, Ryan actually scraped back all of the rocks, and in doing so took up some of the landscape fabric that was already laid down. We then measured the distance of the bed and where center was, and that's where we're going to be putting the middle Hicks Yew. And then we wanted to measure out the correct distance with the other two yews that we have. So these Hicks Yews get 10 to 12 feet tall, but they are very slow growing. So it's going to take them several years in order to get to their mature height. So they're going to be reaching probably all the way up to the tree canopy up here. They also only get about 3 to 4 feet wide. So they don't take up a huge space. They grow very column-like. So they only get 3 to 4 feet wide. So when we were measuring out the distance that we were going to put them, we wanted to go back to how we've mentioned about planting before, off of center. So we put the center Hicks Yew down where we knew was the center of the bed, and that was our guide of where to put the next one. So we wanted to make sure that the next one we put was about 2 feet from center. If these plants get 4 feet wide, we wanted to make sure 2 feet and 2 feet. They probably won't get that full 4 feet wide in this area. They'll probably only get that 3 foot. So we kind of made it more of like a 1.5 foot on this side. We knew where we were going to plant them, and we'll start planting them in a little bit. But I wanted to just give you a little bit more detail on these Hicks Yew. Hicks Yew is just wonderful for us in this area. It does require full sun to part sun, which is my only hesitation of it being in this current location. This spot does get about part sun, which is the minimum requirement that Hicks Yew would need. Our thoughts were this maple tree behind us, maybe in the early spring, 2023 early spring, doing a little bit of maintenance on this maple tree behind us in hopes of letting in more afternoon light. And then same thing with the tree above us, maybe doing a little bit of trimming to let a little bit more light come in this way. Again, we don't want too much because this is a shade bed and we want it to stay a shade bed, but just a little bit more just to get that true part sun for this Hicks Yew. So again, they get 10 to 12 feet tall, 3 to 4 feet wide, and their needles are very soft. They're not like the other coniferous trees, shrubs that are kind of pokey. They're really soft. The only thing that you really need to be careful of is Hicks Yew are poisonous. So I would hope that you're not eating them, but just keep in mind if you're in an area that has a lot of wildlife that might like to nibble on things, these are poisonous shrubs. So the needles, yes, but they also come out with berries. So really pretty red berries. There are a lot of birds that will actually eat them and be okay because they just pass through, but just an FYI, don't eat the berries. They are beautiful to look at though, and I'm sure like in Christmas decorating, like cutting off the branch of this like beautiful evergreen with all of these red berries for like Christmas would be spectacular. So that's just a little bit of details about the Hicks Yew. They stay this beautiful, lush, glossy color all season and then have those beautiful bright red berries. So it gives you a lot of interest throughout each season that it is growing. Again, these are slow growers, but already since we've got it, you can see this bright green new growth on the shrub. Yeah. So let's talk planting. Okay, for planting, we're actually going to be using a shovel just because of how rocky this area is. So we're going to just dig with a shovel, put a little bit of fresh soil down, pop the plant in, cover it up, fresh soil on top. Sorry, biotone goes in there, and then we should be really good to go. Water it in. These guys require moderate watering, so nothing crazy, and they should be pretty happy. All right, let's get to planting. Digging those holes with a shovel. Very rocky, big chunks of rock came out. Our auger would not have liked doing that. So give Ryan some love for digging and planting. These are all nestled in. We're going to water them in at the very end, but we're really excited about their growth. They're going to take up this whole area. We have them nice and spaced out. So if you liked this video, if this was something new that you learned about, the Hicks Yew, please leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, give us a like and subscribe to our channel. We hope that we see you in the next video. Bye.